Okay, so I had the opportunity to train with Rafael Lovato Jr. the other day, and it was a great experience. I learned so much. Multiple Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion, Bellator 8-0 at the moment as of this recording, and it's just an all-around really nice guy, great martial artist. It was a pleasure to have met him and to train with him. And thank you to our coach Luis Ribeiro Machinha for bringing him down to our gym, the London Fight Factory. Always brings the best trainers to come and train with us. We've had the opportunity, like this year, I've had the opportunity to train with Damian Maia, and now Rafael Lovato Jr. Had the opportunity to train with Caio Terra in the past, also with Cyborg and many other world-class world champions have come to our gym, and I've learned so much from them. It's always like one little nugget I'll get from one of these seminars that will stay with me. With Lovato, what his favorite position was, and a position he said you must have confidence in, is the mount position. Now, I can say that from my jiu-jitsu journey, I've been training now for just under 2 years. I'm a white belt, and the mount position, I like the mount position, but like what he said when he asked everyone in our gym, he said, how many people prefer side control to the mount position? But not many people raised their hands. I kind of went like this because I kind of do prefer the side control to the mount position. And he said it's quite unusual. Our gym's quite unusual because most people said they preferred the mount. Because in most gyms that he goes, most of the practitioners, jiu-jitsu practitioners, prefer the side control. And he was saying like, there's many reasons for that. Sometimes people want to rush to get a submission in that position, or they're nervous that they're going to get swept. But he said you must have confidence in your position. Take your time. And it's something I got from Damian Maia as well. He was talking about position over submission, which is a classical jiu-jitsu term. It's something that is kind of fundamental, but sometimes you can forget these things in the heat of, when you're rolling. I think I needed to hear that personally. It was really good because I find that I can get to the mount position comfortably. I can even control most people in the mount position who are, on my level or who are slightly less skill level than I am. Even some guys who are more skill level than I am, I can still get them in the mount and control them a little bit. I get impatient because I'm trying to figure out, okay, what submissions can I do from here? And like I said, I'm a white belt, I'm quite new to jiu-jitsu, been doing it for just under 2 years. So I'll go for like maybe the Americana key lock position. I'll try collar chokes, but I'm not very good at the collar chokes as of now. But what he taught us was his variation on the collar choke, which I think is revolutionary. I think it was such a great seminar for that reason alone, because I've been wanting to get the collar choke for a long time. He said that most people do the collar choke with, you've been taught with the 4-finger grip on your one arm, and then obviously the thumb down on the other to get the collar choke. But what he said was he doesn't do it that way. He does it both palms down, both palms down. And I think this is a game changer. You take the thumb grip inside the collar, and with the other arm, you don't even need to have the thumb grip within the collar, but you can still apply the choke. If you position yourself forward, posturing over your opponent, head to the mat, and squeeze. And the choke came on really quick, When I was drilling it with my partner, like she was choking me really quick, I was choking her really quick, and I just found it was more effective for myself anyway than the traditional 4-finger collar grip, which also works, but I struggle with that. The first thing was he taught us was to make sure that you make the opponent uncomfortable. Because you're in a position, make sure you're in a mounted position where it's 100% you're in control and they got 0 control, So one thing he taught us was a violent hugging. So you're basically smothering your opponent with your arms. So you're getting, your arm and putting it in your opponent's face and controlling his breathing by smothering. I really liked that because our coach is kind of similar from the top position. Like he'll take his time and he won't hunt for submissions. He'll get you in such a position that you feel the pressure like on your chest, like when he's in the mount. Like my coach, Luis Mashima, when you spar with him, you can't breathe. Like, I've never felt that kind of pressure before when I'm sparring with anyone. And he won't rush the submission, but he'll put you in a position where you're literally struggling for breath. You're actually kind of almost begging for him just to submit you because you're in such a claustrophobic kind of position. And it's ironic that Lovato was talking about that in the seminar. Just get him into the position where he feels smothered, where he can't breathe, and you're in control. And then from there, then you can work to get the collar choke or to get an arm triangle or an arm bar or various other movements or submissions you can get from that position, which he showed us several. But the main thing he said was about the mindset and about the confidence in your jiu-jitsu and in your position of the mount. And he said, look, I've flown all this way from the United States to teach you these fundamentals, but he said the fundamentals, the bread and butter of jiu-jitsu is always going to be these movements, you know. And he said a lot of these principles he learned that he was teaching us, he only learned when he became a black belt. You know, so it was kind of an honor to have him come down and pass on that knowledge and that wisdom, and for me as a white belt to be learning some of those details, some of those mindsets that he passed on, because it's something I'm really looking forward to applying in my game. I'm gonna really think about this for the rest of the week. I'm training jiu-jitsu tonight, so when I'm rolling with someone, I'm going to see if I can apply some of these principles within the mount position and see if I can get that collar choke, palm down collar choke. I almost got it because we did some rolling after the seminar. Unfortunately, I didn't get to roll with him. He was rolling for all the black belts, but it was fantastic to watch him because basically half the class was rolling, half the class was waiting, and then we'd switch. So 5 minutes each, you have your round. Then, so he was in the round where I wasn't, so I got to watch him roll against some of the other really good black belts at my gym, and it was fascinating to watch. Rafael Lovato Jr, he's been training, I believe, for about 25 years now. I think he's 35, and he started training when he was 9. I think it was 9 years old, I can't remember, 9 or 8 years old, something like that. I think he's about 34, 35, so he's almost the same age as me. I think slightly older than me, but he's been training for over 25 years, and he's been a black belt, I believe, for about 14 years. And I've been watching some of his stuff on YouTube, you know, I've seen him roll with Marcelo Garcia, and that was fascinating to watch as well. I saw them compete in the Worlds. I was watching some of his past matches, and wow, man, just the same things he was showing us, I saw him pull off in competitions. I saw him pull it off against high-class jiu-jitsu opponents. If you keep low, he doesn't have that opportunity because your weight, your gravity, he's got like a weapon against you. He's got you, he's also got gravity against him.